Today we are going to learn two tenses. We are going to compare the two tenses and we are going to see what is the difference when we speak in the present or in the past tense. So our focus is to learn how to frame questions in the past tense, and exactly in the same way in the process we are going to know the difference also, so that we understand it in a better way. So I'll start with present tense. I'm going to compare it. Present tense is divided into four parts and past tense is also divided into four parts. So it's simple present type 1, that is something. Simple present is general activities, something that we do generally. For example, I wake up, I brush my teeth, I take a bath, I get ready. These are some general activities that we do. And simple past is activities that have taken place in the past tense. Simple past is action that happened yesterday, last week, earlier part of the same day. So what do I mean by type 1? The rule is, in simple present type 1, the rule is with I, you will use am, with he, she, it, you will use is, and with we, you, they, you will use are. And in simple past, the rule is with I, you will use with I, you will use was, with he, she, it also, you will use was, and with we, you, they, you will use were. So this is something that you need to remember, that in the present, you are going to use I with am, he, she, it with is, and we, you, they with are. And in the past, with I, he, she, it, you will use was, and with we, you, they, you will use were. Now let's have a look at the sentence formation. For example, in simple present type 1, the sentence formation will be subject plus am, is, and are plus object. For example, I am hungry. If you want to make it negative, I am not hungry. If you want to make a question, am I hungry? And a WH question, why am I hungry or how am I hungry? This is simple present type 1. If you compare it, now if I tell you, if I give you an example with is, so I will say my family is on time, my family is not on time. Is my family on time? How is my family on time? So these are examples of simple present type 1. If I compare it with simple past, the sentence formation in simple past type 1 will be subject slash plus was slash were plus object. For example, I am hungry will become I was hungry. If you want to make it negative, I was not hungry. If you want to make a question, was I hungry? If you want to make a WH question, how was I hungry? When was I hungry? Why was I hungry? And if you want to use were, for example, people were late. With people, you will use were. People were late. People were not late. Were people late? Why were people late? Or when were people late? So this is the sentence formation when you compare simple present type 1 with simple past type 1. Simple present is activities that we do generally, your routine activities, and simple past are activities that we did yesterday, last week, or earlier part of the same day. Now, if I compare simple present type 2 with simple past type 2, what is the difference? In simple present type 2, the first golden rule, 99.99% people make mistake in this. The golden rule says that when you talk about I, we, you, they, I repeat, when you talk about I, we, you, they, your verb is going to be singular. And when you talk about he, she, it, your verb is going to be plural. And in simple past, the sentence formation is going to be, the rule says, with all the pronouns I, we, you, they, he, she, and it, you are going to make use of the second form of verb, that is V2 activity. So in simple present, it is V1. In simple past, it is V2. But what you need to remember over here is, in simple present, with I, we, you, they, the verb is singular, and with he, she, it, the verb is plural. For example, I feel hungry. Feel is a verb. यहाँ पे we will not use am, is, and are. I am feel hungry is incorrect. जहाँ पे am is are है वहां पे V1 नहीं आएगा, जहाँ पे V1 है वहां am is are नहीं आएगा. This is where people make mistake. I am feel hungry. I am go to market. These are incorrect statements. So I feel hungry. If you want to make it negative, you will use do not. I do not feel hungry. So I feel hungry. I do not feel hungry. Do I feel hungry? How do I feel hungry? So I feel hungry. I do not feel hungry. Do I feel hungry? How do I feel hungry? And when I tell you that with he, she, it, the verb gets plural, the example is he feels good. Feel mein s lagega because you're talking about a third person. And if you want to make it negative, he, she, it ke saath you will use does not. He does not feel hungry. Yahan pe feel mein s nahi lagega. I repeat, for positive, you say he feels good. But if you want to make it negative, you will use he does not feel, because the logic says that if there is does in the statement, the verb will take the singular form. So he feels good. He does not feel good. Does he feel good? How does he feel good? When does he feel good? Why does he feel good? This is simple present type 2, where with I, we, you, they, the verb is singular, and with he, she, it, the verb is plural. And in simple past type 2, we make use of subject plus V2 plus object. I felt hungry, past tense. I felt hungry. मुझे भूख लगी थी. मैं hungry feel कर रही थी. I felt hungry. If you want to make it negative in the past tense, I did not feel hungry. So negative में you will use did not for the negative in simple past. और ये felt जो है ये feel हो जाएगा. You will use did not plus V1. Why? Because two past tenses cannot come in one statement. So I felt hungry. Negative, I did not feel hungry. Question, did I feel hungry? Why did I feel hungry? Or when did I feel hungry? Or how did I feel hungry? This is type 2 simple present versus type 2 simple past. This is something that you need to remember. Now we will compare two tenses which are very simple. One is present continuous versus past continuous. Present continuous means activity that I'm doing now. Abhi jo main kar rahi hu. I am talking, you are listening, we are learning. And past continuous is jo main past mein kar rahi thi. I was talking, I was learning. Over here, the rule says the sentence formation. I am feeling hungry. I am not feeling hungry. Am I feeling hungry? How am I feeling hungry? Over here, I was feeling hungry. I was not feeling hungry. Was I feeling hungry? Why was I feeling hungry? When was I feeling hungry? So present continuous जो अभी चल रहा है, past continuous जो पहले चल रहा था. And now when you compare it with present perfect and past perfect, present perfect means abhi abhi jo ho chuka hai, just now completed. Over here, the formula is going to be subject plus have or has plus V3. Perfect means we will always make use of the third form of verb. For example, with I, we, you, they, you will use have, and with he, she, it, you will use has. For example, I have felt hungry. Negative, I have not felt hungry. And the question, have I felt hungry? How have I felt hungry? Why have I felt hungry? So this is present perfect, something that has happened just now. With I, we, you, they, you will use have, and with he, she, it, you will use has. For example, Raj has felt hungry. Raj has not felt hungry. Has Raj felt hungry? How has Raj felt hungry? This is present perfect. अभी अभी हो चुका है. Past perfect is action को हुए बहुत time हो गया है. जैसे 2 साल पहले मैं अपने गांव गई थी. Correct? So that is in a long time in the past. So the sentence formation is subject plus had plus V3. With I, we, you, they, he, she, it, you will use had. For example, You had felt hungry. I had felt hungry. We had felt hungry. Negative, had not. Had ka negative, had not. You had felt hungry. You had not felt hungry. Had you felt hungry? Why had you felt hungry, or how had I felt hungry? So present perfect is activity just now done. Past perfect is action that has happened, completed long time back. Now we go to the last tense, that is present perfect continuous and past perfect continuous. Present perfect continuous means activity started in the past but still going on. क्रिया जो भूतकाल में शुरू हुई है अभी तक चल रही है. For example, I have been feeling hungry. Have been feeling. I have not been feeling. Have I been feeling? How have I been feeling? So present perfect continuous is activity started in the past but still going on. For example, अगर आप एक कंपनी में काम कर रहे हो since 2020, अभी तक वही कर रहे हो, so you will say I have been working in a company. Activity started in the past, still going on. That is present perfect continuous. And past perfect continuous is आपने एक कंपनी में काम किया था from 2018 to 2020. अभी वहां काम नहीं करते. अगर आपको कहना है मैं काम किया करती थी या किया करता था, that is I had been working. Had plus been plus ing. I had been working in XYZ company. I had been feeling hungry. I had not been feeling hungry. Had I been feeling hungry? Why had I been feeling hungry, or how had I been feeling hungry? This is the difference between present versus past. All the 8 tenses that are there in present and past, and I've trained you on how to make positive, negative statements, questions with or without WH. So today I'm going to give you 5 to 6 sentences that we use in our everyday conversations, and I'm going to help you how you can update yourself. For example, a simple word that we use every day is hurry up. Correct? We use it. Hurry up. So today I'm going to tell you how you can not use hurry up and you can replace it with a new word. Then we say let us meet today. Correct? ये भी हम use करते हैं. Let us meet today. Do not lose your temper. Means गुस्सा मत हो. Text me when you get free. मतलब मुझे message करो when you get free. Let us start. चलो हम शुरू करते हैं. Correct? These are some things. Time passes quickly. Time जल्दी से pass हो जाता है. So these are some sentences which we use every day. So from today, we will not use them. Hurry up. If you want to tell someone, jaldi karo, hurry up. You can say chop, chop. Chop, chop means hurry up. Let us meet today. You will say, let us catch up today. Meet is nothing but catch up. Do not lose your temper. You will say, keep your shirt on. Keep your shirt on means actual shirt nahi. Keep your shirt on means do not lose your temper. Apna apa mat khoiye. Do not lose your temper is keep your shirt on. Text me when you get free. Text me ki jagah you will say hit me when you get free. Hit matlab marna nahi. So text me when you get free is nothing but hit me when you get free. Let us start. Chalo shuru karte hai is let us get going. Time passes quickly. Time flies. Time passes quickly is time flies. So these are some 6 statements that we use in normal English, and today we are going to use the advanced or the business version, the business English version of it. Hurry up, chop, chop. Let us meet today. Let us catch up today. Do not lose your temper. Keep your shirt on. Text me when you get free. Hit me when you get free. Let us start. Let us get going. Time passes quickly. Time flies. This is all about normal English versus business English. So what we have learned in this is we have compared present and past, all the tenses, positive, negative, questions with WH, questions without WH, and also we have done normal English versus business.